Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, and my name is Mary. I know it's been a long time away. I've been busy. Let's just say life is happening, and we are just doing well. So, how have you been, and how is everyone? So, today I'm just going to go straight into it for today's video. So, if you know, a few days ago it was the Girl Child's Day. It was celebrated all over the world, and it's celebrating the female gender and how we should give them a chance and get their voice heard, and also celebrate the gender and not just devalue them. So, and I also work with an organization called Girls Empowerment Initiative in the UK, and what we do is advocate for women and girls to prevent cultural practices happening, abuse, domestic violence, empowerment, and all everything about the girl child. So it's, and I was just going through the internet, the Instagram, and then I saw an hashtag done by one popular Nigerian music artist. Her name is Simi, and I believe a lot of us know her. And she posted a hashtag called "Nothing Like Woman," and it was either a day before the Girl Child Day or on the day or a day after. So I was like, this is so apt. It's happening now. So maybe she was tying it with the Girl Child Day. I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. And have taken a few days, and I've been watching and looking and seeing what's going on. So I've come to realize that the hashtag is about celebrating women and appreciating women, because a lot of times, a lot of women, they suffer a lot in silence. And when they are able to share these things that bothers them, they are quickly labeled, and then they are quickly called names for something they have been going through. So I'm like, why does the woman has to always suffer these things? And I'm reading these things, I'm like, wow. So people actually say these things to people, because if you read it, it is just mind-boggling. I read some, I'm angry. I read some, and I'm upset. I read some, it's just sad. It's very emotional, because I, as a woman, I have gone through some of these things. And for me to hear some things and still happening, and you would think in this day and age that people are getting more sensitive and respecting people's space, respecting people's choices and things that they may be going through. But no, it hasn't stopped yet. So I just look at these things, I'm like, wow. First of all, let me put a disclaimer out there, because in this video, I may be sharing some things that are pertaining to this topic I'm talking about, and because I may have experienced it or know someone who experienced it, or it may have happened within my family or anything like that. But I just want to say, if you are a family member or a friend or an auntie, yes, aunties, uncles, extended family members, friends, work colleagues, and whoever you are, who know me or who might watch this video, and whatever I'm talking about is not directed at anybody. But if you feel guilty, and well, I cannot help you with that. And if you think, oh, why is she talking about this, or why is she that, my dear, I dare you to call me. I dare you to call me. Please feel free to call me and talk about it. Okay, so that's that. So today I'm just gonna be talking and addressing some things that I saw on the internet, Instagram to be precise. The things that women go through in silence, and then when they have the courage to talk about it, they are being judged, they are being labeled, and like they say that, oh, they said statements like, oh, you're looking for attention seeker, or you are a liar. How can you tell a person that they are a liar over something that they have experienced or witnessed, or something that has happened to them? How can you call the person a liar? How people sit down and that they are able to say these things or think about these things, and you don't have any respect for the person's situation or the person, you just say things because you want to say things. I don't understand. So I'm going to be sharing some of these things and talking about it. So I want you to take your time to listen to this. And if you are somebody who does this, please stop. Stop, stop, stop. It affects people. It affects women. It affects us. I, for one, have experienced some of these things. I've heard some of these things that people are talking about on the internet. And even though I thought I have gone past it, it triggers me. It does something to me. And I said, no, I need to talk about this. People need to know how to talk. People may say, oh, it is you women that are still doing the same thing to each other. It is you women that talk down on each other. It is you that do this, you that do that. Oh, well, if you don't bring your issues to the internet, nobody will talk about it. This is not issues on internet. This is real life issues. I'm talking about real life issues, not internet life, not Instagram life. I'm talking about real life issues that people have gone through. And when they are able to overcome these things or still in the process of going through it, and then they share or talk about it, people label them and say, oh, you are seeking for attention. No, this woman might just be trying to express herself so that anybody that may have gone through the same thing will not feel like they are alone in these things. God created women for a specific purpose, a helpmeet. That's what the Bible says. A woman embodies a lot. We are powerhouses. We carry nations. We carry the family. Yes, the man is the head of the home. The woman is the organizer. That's what I say. The woman is the one who remembers those things. A man is not naturally built to be multitasking. But a woman has the ability and capacity to do 20,000 things at the same time. And it will look like it's nothing. A man is not programmed or built to function that way. This is the reason why there is a woman. But when we go through things and then you are judged for that, or say it's your fault, or blame you for that situation, that's the part that beats me. How can you tell a woman that, oh, she's not able to have a baby, she doesn't want to have a baby because she doesn't want to change the shape of her body? How? How? And this particular woman that I'm talking about, she had to go through 10 years of childlessness. And it included going through IVF and IUI and everything you can think of. Everything she has done to try to have a baby for 10 years. And in that process, you as the friend or auntie or family member or work colleague, you sit down and you judge this woman and say, oh, because she has some hips, some nice shapes, figure eight according to you guys, and she doesn't want to spoil it, is the reason why she doesn't want to have a child. How did you come to that conclusion? Do you know that these words are hurtful? For someone who is going through a tough time and this is your comments about their situation, it's hurtful. And it affects their mental health. A woman trying to have a baby for 10 years. Do you know the mental trauma? Do you know the psychological torture? Do you know the medical things that she has to go through? Do you know it could even break the marriage? It can break the family. Do you even know what the man is going through? People just sit down, they open their mouths and they just talk. I don't understand why. And then there's another one that said, oh, you're too ambitious. I don't know what you mean by too ambitious. Oh, they said, oh, a man will not like you if you are too ambitious. And it beats me that people equate every achievement or everything a woman chooses to be, to equate it that it's a man she's doing it for. What happens to you if you choose to build yourself? What's wrong with a woman trying to have a PhD? My younger sister is working towards her PhD. Her husband is supporting perfectly. What happens to a woman having properties under her portfolio? What happens to a woman being CEOs and running the board of chairman in a company? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with a woman who wants to be a makeup artist and she's excelling in that? What is wrong with a woman who is a hairstylist, a fashion designer? I don't want to go too professional. It's the reason why I'm naming this other profession. What is wrong with a woman being a dancer professionally? And you come out and say, it beats me, honestly. I find it so upsetting to hear this. People are saying on the internet that it's we women that are doing the same thing. I'm not going to say 100% that is true, because I mentioned earlier on that families do the same thing. Do you know that when you are going through a thing, an outsider cannot come and tell you anything? It is your circle of support system, your circle, your family, your friends, your aunties, uncles. Those are the people that really know that you are going through that situation, and they are the one that will go out and talk about you. And someone posted a picture and she said, someone said to her that, oh, now that you have had an accident, let's see how you're going to start. Okay, let me say it in pidgin English so that you will understand. And the person wrote, now when you don't get accident, make we see how you want to do shakara. How? How? How do you tell a person that someone had an accident, had to be in hospital, now her face is partially deformed, and all you can say is, oh, you want to see how she's going to be making shakara? What sort of person are you? What kind of human being are you? They don't even know if it is the man that has got an issue within the home. But because of the way our society is built up, our African society, when a man is the cause of the cause of childlessness in the home, they tend to want to cover it. They don't say it. The woman might support the husband with his treatment, and while the treatment is going on, they don't tell family members that is the man's fault. But then the aunties, the moms, the dads, the in-laws, they have so much to say, and then they blame the woman for it. The things I'm talking about. I don't know. Okay, there was also another comment that said, the person said, oh, how come you're showing yourself on Instagram? You're for 8 years now, you refuse to get married. Maybe nobody wants to marry you because your husband died just 8 months after you got married. Please tell me. Please tell me. I don't even understand. That really broke my heart. Now that she has chosen not to get married, probably for her own personal reasons, she's been judged for not getting married again. When she was married, 8 months after her wedding, her husband passed. And you are still judging her 8 years after. You're still judging her for probably killing her husband. And probably that's the reason why nobody wants to marry her. That's your comment to someone who is going through that kind of situation. And then the most common one and popular one, oh, when are you going to get married? age is creeping up. And when you get to a certain age, nobody is going to want to marry you. How is that your business? How is that your business? You take it upon yourself to tell a human being, a woman, that. Simi said, nobody like woman. Nobody like woman. I celebrate women all over the world. We are strong. We are beautiful. We are intelligent. We are smart. And we carry a lot. But I want to appeal to us today that please, if you do not have anything to say in love, please shush. Shush your mouth. Do not say anything. If you cannot season your words with salt, don't say anything. The mouth, the tongue is powerful according to the Bible. Words are like eggs. When you utter them, when it's broken, you can't take them back. A woman is going through tough time and you can just sit down there and judge her. And then there was another statement. Oh, how can you say your husband raped you? After all, he paid your bride price. My oh my. So because he's your husband, that gives him legal right to rape you. Sexual intercourse that is not consented is rape. If you do not know that now. I don't understand how you will say because the man has paid the bride price, so he has legal rights to do whatever he wants to the woman because she is the wife. I want us to sit down sometimes and think about the things we really say to people. If it was your sister that came to you and tell you, oh, my husband raped me, how would you feel? What would be your reaction? I leave you to be the judge of that. And then you hear other statements like, oh, it's just menstrual pain. You women, you exaggerate the pain. I was so angry with that. This might be a little TMI. I am one who suffer extreme pain during periods. I suffer a lot of pain. If you know me, you know that with me. Till now. So how you tell me or tell someone else that they are exaggerating that pain, it beats me. You don't know how the female body functions. Yes, it's not everybody that has the pain. But for those that have it, some people have it mild. Some have it to the extreme. But I have seen people hospitalized because of menstrual pains. And you sit down then and you are judging. This is probably a man talking about this. Or even some moms, mother-in-laws, aunties that like to talk. Maybe the woman she's at home. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. They ask her, okay, what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm having these pains, abdominal pains, or because of periods. And they say, just take paracetamol now. I, for one, no painkiller works for me. I have to go through it. I have to go through it. Not just me, other women. So when you tell them they are exaggerating it, you are telling them that it's their fault. Or you're saying that they are pretending. Let's be mindful with our words. I say again, if you cannot talk to someone in love, please do not speak. Do not speak. And then I heard other things. A woman comes out to say, oh, her husband has been beating her. And then you say, oh, you're just lying. He didn't beat you. You just want to be free so that you can practice and follow other men. I don't know how people come up with these thoughts. I honestly do not know. It is not funny. If you have experienced domestic violence in your marriage, then you will understand. You will understand what that means. Someone you love or loved, someone you call your husband, raises their hands to beat you. It starts from a slap. And the next thing is a blow. The next thing, they are fighting you like their mates. No matter the situation, I still stand by that. Nobody, whether your husband, has the right to lay hands on you for whatever reason. If you are so angered, if you cannot take the situation or whatever the woman must have done, please leave. Go somewhere. Go out of the home. Take a walk. Call someone and talk about how you feel instead of raising your hands. And then when she finally talks, she's labeled as the bad one. I give you an example. Someone once sent a message to someone and said, oh, I haven't been seeing you posting pictures about your husband and all of that. What's happening? And the person was nice enough to say, oh, we are not together anymore. And the next thing the person will say is, what did you do? Why that is your first comment, I don't understand. You ask the woman, what did you do for the husband to leave you? And we hear so many other things, so many things that are just unthinkable. You will hear a woman who is working hard and making things happen, and then she buys a house or a car, and your next statement is, which man do one for you? Why do we equate women's achievements to a man? Women work hard. I know hardworking women like me. And then you say, oh, it's a man that is sponsoring these things. I'm not here to defend whatever. In fact, I don't even understand. And you hear words like, oh, because of the way you have carried yourself, and because of the way a woman has chosen to carry herself, respectful, ambitious, working hard, and then you hear, oh, and then she ends up marrying someone that is less richer than her. And then you hear, oh, I thought you were going to marry a billionaire. You fall your hand. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? And the one that annoys me the most, you cannot amount to anything without a man. This is why I am speaking to mostly people from my community, my background. I do not know. I'm not disputing that marriage is bad. No. God created marriage for a purpose. Marriage is beautiful. But when they begin to say that if you are not married, then you are nothing. If you don't have a man, then you are no one. You are a nobody. And then the pressure begins to come for you to get married. And this is how a lot of women fall into wrong relationships. Pressure from aunties. Pressures from families. Moms and dads. And peer pressure. You want to be like your friend. And then we fall into the wrong hands. You also hear words like, how are you making it without a man? Why is everything attributed to a man? Women are hardworking. Please, let's be mindful with the words that we say. A woman is raped and she talks about it and she's accused of dressing inappropriately. And then you hear words like, you are too fat, no man will marry you. Why is it all about a man? Men do not like fat women. You are not well read. They will say, if you not go to school, you will become liability. How? Everything is attributed to a man. Nobody like woman. That's the hashtag. I want us to reflect, to think about the things we say. A lot of women go through a lot of issues silently that they cannot talk about. People are going through things that they cannot talk about. Let's be mindful. Let's be sensitive. Let's be cautious to people's feelings and situations. Because probably when you are in that same situation, you wouldn't even know how to act. So how we become the judge of every woman, their actions, their footsteps, and everything that they do, it's what I don't understand. You see other women who are well endowed physically, and they are judged for it. You are going for a job interview, and then you're there. What I know is happening in Nigeria. You're going for a job interview. They are asking for your body to give you the job. And then you refuse. And then someone is telling you, use what you have to get what you want. How? How? Let's be really, it's not really hard to be nice, you know. It's not hard. It's not hard. And then someone also told somebody on the internet that I read, she said, oh, that why is she hiding her baby? Maybe because her child is ugly. How do you come up with such things? You don't even know what... I'm not even going to go in there. Let's just be nice. It's not hard to be nice. Let's be mindful. Let's do better as human beings, not as women now. Not as dads, not as mom, not as aunties, friends, or work colleagues. Let's be mindful with the things we say to people and how we say it. Mental health is real. Words have a way of breaking down people's confidence gradually. You tell a woman she's too fat because that's a man will never, no man is going to marry her because she's fat. Tomorrow, you might find out that this woman has killed herself. It happens. You tell a woman, oh, she can't be ambitious. You tell a woman, if I continue, this video is not going to end. So I'm just going to end it, please. I am begging you. Let's be mindful with the things we say. Let's be sensitive to people's situations. And it's really, really not that hard to be nice. If you cannot say anything in love, please do not talk. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope you have learned a thing or two from today's video. Like I said in the beginning, it's not targeted at anybody. I needed to share my feelings regarding the issues surrounding the hashtag that the music artist created, Nobody Like Woman. Yes, there is nobody like woman. I stand by that.